Jaime Munguia's co-promoter says that Gennady Golovkin is the ideal opponent for Jaime Munguia in his next fight. I've seen the comments. I mean, even if you look below, you see the comments on this Boxing Scene article. It's full of people saying that Jaime Munguia would be destroyed by Gennady Golovkin. Well, I think you've got a bunch of casuals, potentially a bunch of fanboys in the comment section of this article. Because I think at this point, Jaime Munguia has got a very good chance against Golovkin. I'm not going to necessarily pick him to win, but at a bare minimum, he is going to give Golovkin a very, very, very tough fight. Jaime Munguia has a tremendous amount of energy. He's strong. He's got talent. You know, he's got decent hand speed, throws a lot of punches, high volume. He's got height and reach. Very enthusiastic kid. Golovkin doesn't have those things. He doesn't have the height and reach on Munguia. He doesn't have the energy on him. He doesn't have the youth. He doesn't have the freshness. He still has the technique. He's got the experience. But that's why I don't think Golovkin's going to go in there and destroy Munguia if they were to fight now. He might be able to fiddle his way through, land the cleaner shots, maybe hold back some of Munguia's waves of offense. Yeah, if he was going to beat Munguia, it would have to be kind of a clever old man type performance where he just lands the cleaner shots, but not as many, and maybe sees it through to the 12th round. If he was going to stop Munguia, maybe a body shot, maybe stoppage late. But if I was to put money on it right now, I think that fight's going the distance. And if there was a stoppage, I wouldn't be surprised if Munguia stopped Golovkin. I know Golovkin's got a great chin and all that kind of stuff, but Golovkin, even in his prime, was a guy who could be overwhelmed in spots. Where when you open up on Golovkin, a lot of the time he doesn't like to punch with you if you're throwing a lot of punches. He'll wait for you to finish your assault and then he'll throw back. Munguia is a guy who is extremely high volume. Throws a lot of punches. He'll stay on you if he thinks he's got you hurt. And in a situation like that, with an old guy like Golovkin late in a fight, I could see Golovkin maybe getting overwhelmed. Referee stepping in and saying, okay, that's enough. I could potentially see that right now. Yeah, so if I had to bet on it, I would say it goes the distance. Maybe Golovkin wins, maybe Munguia wins, but win or lose, Golovkin is going to go through hell in the fight. That's my prediction. It's going to be a real tough fight for Golovkin right now. And I can see why Munguia and his team would want it, because it's a big name, and it's a big name who, as they admit in the article, has seen better days. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Of course, Munguia was going to be one of Golovkin's opponents a year or two ago, but that never happened. It probably wasn't the right time for Munguia to fight Golovkin then. Now, I think, is the right time. It's still a gamble because Golovkin's still a quality fighter. But right now, I think the gamble is worth taking. So, yeah, let me know what you people think in the comment section below. I know some of you are going to say, you're crazy. He couldn't even, you know, knock Spike O'Sullivan out early. That's what he was supposed to do, right? Because David Lemieux did it, so he was supposed to knock Spike O'Sullivan out. And yet you're saying he could stop Golovkin. What nonsense. Oh, again, where did you start watching boxing? Last week? Stuff happens, people. Manny Pacquiao couldn't stop Brandon Rios. Tim Bradley stopped him. Tim Bradley's not the puncher that Manny Pacquiao is. Never was. Nowhere near as formidable offensively as Manny Pacquiao, but things change. Fighters deteriorate. And there are certain weaknesses that Golovkin has always had, which will become pronounced the older he gets. And as I've already mentioned, one of the weaknesses he has is a tendency to allow himself to be overwhelmed by a faster-handed fighter. The first time I remember seeing it was when he fought Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe unloaded on Golovkin in one of the rounds, and Golovkin just stood there taking Willie Monroe's punches, not punching with him, just taking the shots, because Monroe was much faster. Golovkin doesn't like to start swapping shots if you're unloading and your hands are much faster than his are. Sometimes he'll try to punch with you, but a lot of the time he'll just stand there and just wait for you to finish punching. against a guy like Munguia, I think that's going to be at Golovkin's age now, with the wear and tear that he's got on his clock at this point. Bad idea to just be standing there passively letting Munguia tee off on you. I think that's a recipe for a very, very tough fight for Golovkin, and I think that's something Munguia would exploit if they do fight. So, yeah, anyway, let me not long this out. Let me know what you think. It's happening. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.